Greetings, hello, and welcome to UnimPrest, Part 6. This is a solo Preston, Carcosa, Arkham Horror LCG adventure, and I'm your host, and my name is Graham, and I'm so excited for you to be here. Like I said, this is Part 6, so maybe watch Parts 1 through 5. Just as a, maybe that's what you want to do. Also important, I'm playing the Pallid Mask, so now is officially your spoiler warning for the Pallid Mask. There you go. I have been playing this deck for a while. It kind of revolves around Lola and Peter being used in conjunction with all that sweet, sweet family inheritance money to do, some stuff, basically. Obviously, you can watch all the videos up until this point to kind of learn how the deck works. Basically, you run around, Lola picks up all your clues, you don't die otherwise, and then you somehow kind of pull out a victory, which is kind of exciting in its own way. I made a couple changes to the deck. I did exile one copy of Flare last time, so between that and Adaptable. Then I did have 3 level 0 cards that I could add to my deck. I think I only added the 2. I think I only added in a pair of fine clothes, because I need a way to deal with poltergeists. So we gonna get fancy for those boys. I also took out Look What I Found and a Guts because I'm not using them as much. The Guts is pretty good, but I really needed a moment of respite. That was pretty much the big thing there. And then I also added in an Against All Odds. So we'll see if that comes into play. It seems interesting. You get to draw maybe 2, 3, 4 chaos tokens for a check that really matters a lot. And that seems decent, right? Like a one-use grotesque statue kind of effect. I don't know. We'll see if it's any good. Let's take a look at my changes here. Top row are the things that I'm taking out. Lone Wolf, 2 copies, 1 copy of Guts, 1 copy of Look What I Found. That's all going out. Get rid of it. And then I'm adding in 2 copies of Fine Clothes, a Flare, and Against All Odds in a moment of respite. We're going to shuffle that whole thing up. I got 5 weaknesses, which is really fun and cool, and I love it. I don't love it. Yeah, we're playing the Pallid Mask. So, for this scenario, we're going through the crypts underneath Paris, and you have to make a special catacombs deck. So we're going to do that really quick. You do that by taking these 2 special locations. We're going to add 3 more to that, and that becomes the bottom 5. So I'm not sure where those locations end up. I'm going to shuffle up the 8 that go on top, and this is my deck. Quick check-in with the campaign log. Nigel has some very good taste in wallpaper. He was not at his abode. He's the guy we were looking for last time, but I did find out some information from him. Also worth noting that I did interview Ishimaru Haruko, sorry, and when you interview Haruko, you get a better starting location called the Gate to Hell. I don't know why that's the better location. You would think that the Gate to Hell is like not good, but whatever. So this says that you take the top 2 catacomb locations and put them into play. And then also also per the setup instructions, I get to reveal one of these. So I'm going to reveal the one that's on top here. If you recall, all of the locations in this scenario are adjacent to those that are next to it on either side or above or below it. So orthogonal connections, if you will. We're going to kind of create a grid as this catacombs deck gets unloaded. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal the Candlelit Tunnels, which is fine, I guess. It's not particularly exciting, but, and when this is revealed, put the top 2 catacombs into play to the left and right of Candlelit Tunnels, which we can do. Cool. That's all setup instructions. Agenda 1, Empire of the Dead. Each location is connected to all the other locations that are near it, and everywhere you look, remains of the dead greet you, a grim reminder of your own mortality. Very spooky. We're going through the catacombs. Uh, at the end of the long tunnel next to you, the stranger steps through the darkness, his pale mask glinting in the candlelight. Wait! He glances your way before vanishing into the shadows once more. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, this is just more spookiness, right? Yeah, it's all good. I gotta find him. That's what I gotta do right now. Anything else I gotta worry about? That's all good. This is all good. We got cultists in our chaos bag. I'm gonna throw one of these over here so that I can reference the tokens, and I think we're good. I think we're ready for an opening hand here, huh? I don't want to take forever getting set up. Ooh, look at this. Let's see. We don't need a fire axe. I'm thinking about holding on to that flare to pull up an ally, but I will mulligan those two. I could mulligan the flare and just hope to draw an ally, but I think I'm fine with this. That's a weakness, so I'm not going to use that guy as another flare. That's another weakness. Show me something good. Moment of respite. Alright, well, you can't win them all, can you, huh? Alright, so let's get these out of here. Shuffle these guys back into the deck, and we're ready to party. So I'm really looking for, like, Lola is, like, one of the main things I need to do early on in this. So with that in mind, first action. Are you ready? Let's exile a flare. Remember, I get family inheritance money. It's 4 at the start of every one of my turns. I have to spend them during my turn or I lose them. 1, 2. Flare says, search the top 9 cards of your deck. I can do that. Search. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, Lola, you're the 9th one. It's a Christmas miracle for me. Let's go ahead and pick up a clue with Lola while we're here. So that seems very easy, and I like that. So I'm going to use Lola's ability. We're going to exhaust her to discover 1 clue at my location. I only have to pay 1 because the shroud here is very low, which I like that. So that was my first action. Because Flare gets to automatically play the ally. I got to shuffle this. I don't know if I did that yet or not. Well, it's a free action, so I don't got to worry about that. Second action, we're going to play this Rabbit's Foot. Ooh, you know what? I should have a copy of Streetwise here and a copy of Charisma here. And those are probably hiding in my deck. Sometimes they just get, like, thrown in here. I don't know what that's all about. And usually I catch it before we start playing, but I didn't do it today. So, that's fine because I just shuffled my deck anyway. Alright, so that's fixed. So first action, Flare. Second action, Rabbit's Foot. Last action, I can investigate. Is there anything that's going to happen if I fail? I have Cultists in the bag and Skulls, but not the other 2, so no, that seems pretty risk-free. Last action, I'm just going to investigate. I'm not going to worry about Streetwise money or anything yet. I was thinking about doing this because if I get the Rabbit's Foot draw, like, I'm good. Yeah, I could also play the Fire Axe if I'm afraid of drawing an enemy. But you know what? I'm not. I'm going to live dangerously. Eat it. -3. Okay, I fail. So we're going to Rabbit's Foot draw. Now, end of the round, there's no monsters, so... ooh, I got a Peter. That's good news. So those 2 reset. I draw a card. I gain a resource. We go up to the top, and we hit up 1 Doom. Oops, you know what? Let me shuffle up this encounter deck. And I draw the shadow behind you. At the end of your turn, if you do not perform the above ability, you must either discard all your resources or discard all cards from your hand. Well, discarding all cards from my hand is usually bad. I don't want that. So, now I could perform the action to not do that yet. I think I'm going to try to spend a bunch of my money, though. So we'll start with a Lola. Actually, hold on. What if I use the Lola on the Candlelit Tunnels instead? Okay, hold on. First action, we're going to use Streetwise to investigate at my location. That makes me a 1, 2, 3, 4 on 1, -1. Cool. Oops, that's not where I want to go. Pick up this clue. Second action, we're going to move to Candlelit Tunnels, and then we're going to exhaust Lola and spend 3 resources and pick up a clue automatically with that. And then last action, I'm going to play Peter, I think. Just use up some of these inheritance resources that I have. So I would have had 4. I'm spending 3 of them. They go over here. Ta-da! I've played Peter. I did it. Now, at the end of my turn, I did not perform the above action ability to look behind me. So, I will discard all of my resources, which is just 1 resource. Note that you cannot discard 0 resources. If you end your turn with no resources while you have that, you have to choose the discard all cards from your hand option, because that is what causes the change in game state. Then it says discard the shadow behind you. Gladly, I will do that. End of the round. Unexhaust Lola, draw a card, gain a resource, go up to the top 2 Doom, and our encounter card at the top of round 3 is a Corpse Dweller. There's no humanoid enemies in play, so he gains a Surge. And it's going to surge into a Corpse Dweller, which is going to surge into Eyes in the Walls. Test Willpower 3 for each point you fail by. Take a horror. When assigning a horror from this effect, it must be divided as evenly as possible among eligible cards. This is pretty low impact right now. I've got Moment of Respite in my hand. I've got Peter down. I don't have a great way to boost it, so I'm just going to take this one on the chin, I think. I'll just be at 1, 2 willpower. I could throw some of these wild icons at it, but I don't think it's worth it. So, I'm at 2 on 3, and I draw a Cultist, which is just a -2, and then it has an effect if I'm attacking, which I'm not. Alright, so I said I was a 2 on 3. Cultist makes me a 0 on 3. I take 3 horror, which must be divided as evenly as possible among eligible cards. So, 1 for Peter, 1 for Lola, 1 for me. That gets discarded. Alrighty. Back to me. Let's talk about me for a second. Let's talk about how important I am. Let's see here. I kind of want to save my resources for Lola at first. Oops, let's go over here. I think I'm going to go to the left. Generally, locations tend to bring you down and to the right. So by pushing up to my left, I likely am going to bring in a location down here. And that's going to keep me close to the starting location. And if you remember, skulls get worse the further away from the starting location you get. So you kind of want to hover nearby as best you can. So, first action, let's move into this catacombs. As a cost to enter, I have to spend a clue, which I will do. Let's see what it says. Labyrinth of Bones. Put the top 3 catacombs into play above, below, and to the right of Labyrinth of Bones. Okay, well, I'm kind of running out of room. We can fix that if I slide all these down 1. Cool, so I have to put top 3 into play. Oops, it's the whole deck. Did I just shuffle it? Are you kidding me? Tabletop Sim. Oh, man. This is really annoying. Alright, I gotta fix this real quick. I'm sorry. Come on, flip these guys over. What are you doing? Ooh, geez, this is obnoxious. Alright. I gotta find the 2 special ones. Here it is. Where's the other one? That's special. Stop. Alright. So there's those 2. those are the two special ones. They go in a pile here, like I did before. We're going to shuffle these up. Take 3. 1, 2, 3. Those are the bottom 5. These are the next 4. Stop it. They're all going to go here. Let's get rid of these excess clues that showed up for no reason. And now I have to put, where are they going? Above, below, and to the right of Labyrinth of Bones. So obviously if the location to the right is already taken up, I'm not going to do that. So there's 1. There's 2. Okay. Now I could... go up, I guess. I'm mostly hunting for Victory 1 locations. That's really my prerogative right now. Yeah. I don't need to use Moment of Respite right away, so I'm not going to worry about that. So second action, let's move... Wait, hold on a second. Why did... I don't know why those clues showed back up. I already used those. Here, get out of here. To make it clear that that's not one of the locations here. Oof, I don't know, man. A lot of admin all of a sudden. That was kind of obnoxious. Second action, let's just move down here. I gotta see what's going on. And this is Stone Archways, which has a... There's no clues on it. Okay, well, that didn't yield much fruit, did it? And... I don't know. I might just move back up to get another clue here. So last action, move here. We're going to exhaust Lola and spend 2 resources off my inheritance to pick up this clue here. Okay. Great. Love it. That's my turn. No enemies. End of the round. Lola refreshes. I go up to 2 resources. We hit 3 doom, and I'm going to draw a poltergeist. Well, the location I'm at doesn't necessarily matter, so I could try evading it. I think I will, because I got my allies down. Those are going to boost my abilities to evade this guy. He cannot be damaged except by spell, radiant, or encounter cards. Flare doesn't work against it. So, I mean, I could spend 2 actions trying to kill it, but I think it's better if I just try to evade it. So I'm at a 1, 2, 3. Spend 2 resources off my inheritance. 4, 5, 6 on 4. Let's check the bag. That puts me 2 up. That seems pretty good, right? Let's see. Skulls are a number of locations away from the starting location. And I am 1, 2. So skulls are actually -2 as well. Look at that. Look at how great that is. 2 up for days. I'm 6 on 4. 0. Great. I evaded it. Second action, we're going to move up here to these catacombs. When Narrow Shaft is revealed, put the topmost catacombs into play above or to the right of Narrow Shaft. I will put it into play to the right. To enter there, I had to spend a clue. So my second action was the move. I'm now going to exhaust Lola and spend 2 more resources to gain this clue. So we're just cluing away, just having a great old clue time. And when I need to move out, I am going to need to boost my agility. So something to be aware of. I spent all my family inheritance money. I only have 2 resources left. So I can't play like Moment of Respite or something. But you know what? I think I'd like to get down a Fire Axe. And I will spend 1 resource on the Fire Axe. So end of the round, everything refreshes, including the Poltergeist. It does not have Hunter, so it doesn't move. Lola refreshes. Card, credit, up to the top for Doom, and we draw Grasping Hands. Alright, so it's agility test. For each point I fail by, take a damage. I have a little bit of damage soak, but I can't say I have like a lot of damage soak, so I might throw one of my wild icons at this. Let's see what the bag looks like. I am 1, 2, 3 away from the starting location, so my bag is at this. So I really kind of want to be 3 up on this test. Honestly, I mean, I could throw a couple icons at this, but given how nasty the bag's looking right now, I'm just going to spend these 2 resources on my Streetwise. So I'm at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on 3 for Grasping Hands. 0. Look at that. No damage. I was just afraid of getting punched for 3 damage right off the bat, and then, you know, 1 bad token draw can really send you sideways, which is no good. Alrighty, and now I gotta try to escape the narrow shaft. I'm gonna try to move to the right. So first action, let's move. I think I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I just did in terms of testing. So it's a difficulty 3 agility test. 1, 2, 3. Let's spend 2 resources for Streetwise, so that puts me at 4, 5, 6 on 3. And skulls are, let's confirm, they should be -3s right now. 1, 2, 3. They sure are. So that's a success, and I'm able to move over to here. It does cost me a clue to enter. Let's see what I got. Doesn't look great. Stone Archways. Alright, no clues. And when Stone Archways is revealed, put the topmost catacombs into play to the right of Stone Archways. Alright, well, I'm not sure why this glitches out. It thinks that it has 2 clues on it, and reality has none. But the other cool thing is when it's ignore the text on unrevealed locations adjacent to Stone Archways, so I don't have to spend a clue to move into here. So I think second action I'm going to move in to here. If it's a 2 shroud, I can pick up a clue with Lola. Let's see what we got. The Bone-Filled Cavern. When investigating Bone-Filled Cavern, you have 1 fewer hand slot. When it's revealed, put the top 2 catacombs into play below and to the right of Bone-Filled Cavern. Alright, well, let's do it. There you go. And it's a victory location, so I definitely want to try to use some Lola here. I only have 2 resources left on my inheritance, though, so my last action, I'm going to gain a resource. And then I'm going to spend 3 resources with Madame Lola, exhaust her, and then I can pick up one of these 2 clues. So that goes there. Great. Still no enemies, so end of the round. Exhaust Lola, draw a card, gain a resource. Go to the top of the round. We're at 5 Doom, almost going to advance, and 6 we go to the shadow behind you again. Alright, so I want to make sure I end my turn with a resource in tow, like I did last time, or else I have to discard my whole hand, which is no fun. So I'm kind of looking at some stuff I gotta spend money on here. I want to play Moment of Respite. I want to play Dark Horse. I'm kind of sitting on these 2, but I feel like I've had to spend all my money with Lola, which is not a problem, but that's kind of what I've been doing instead of setting up more. So anyway, before I take any actions, let's exhaust Lola as a fast action. This is a 3 shroud, so I'm going to spend 3 resources off of my inheritance. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to gain that clue before I do anything. So first action, I'm kind of out of money, essentially, at this point. First action, let's move. I'm going to move on down to this catacombs next, which costs me a clue. Let's hit it up. Another Candlelit Tunnels. Put the top 2 catacombs into play to the left and right of Candlelit Tunnels. Okay. Second action, let's keep on exploring, I guess. So we're going to move over to here. Crypt of the Sepulchral Lamp. Sepulchral? Sepulchral Lamp. Whatever. I don't remember this one. Crypt of the Sepulchral Lamp is investigated using willpower instead of the skill indicated. Force when it's put into play, put the top 2 into play above and to the right of Crypt of the Sepulchral Lamp. So I'm starting to run out of space a little bit. That's okay. This one comes here. And then, did I spend that clue here? I think I did. I think I just spent that clue to move in here. Or am I thinking of this one? I think I'm thinking of that one. Alright. Alright, so I'm at 2 clues. And last action... Wait, do I need the clues off of Sepulchral Lamp? No, I don't. I really don't. So, last action... Hero. Last action... I'm looking around... I'm looking for victory point locations, and now that I'm in the bottom 5 of the deck, I'm looking for the specific catacombs that are going to help me find Peter. The man in the Pallid mask. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Let's check out one of these catacombs. Let's just look around the corner, because that seems to be the way that you play the game. What do we got? Labyrinth of Bones. Put the top 3 catacombs into play above, below, and to the right of Labyrinth of Bones. So, I'm actually going to tweak this map a little bit. We're going to slide everything down a slot to make room here. And it might look kind of messy at first, but we're going to fix it all. So these all slide down. This is going to slide down. This is going to slide down. Now we're going to put these into play. So it says above, below, and to the right of. So above, there's already one below, and to the right of. Okay, that's the whole deck. And I'm not going to use Lola this... Or I already used Lola this turn, didn't I? Alright, well, cool. Alright, Shadow Behind You kicks in because it's the end of my turn. I lose all my resources. This goes away. Not too hard to manage that in a Dark Horse deck. Then, end of the round. Lola refreshes. I have 8 cards in hand and 1 resource. And the time has come, I believe. We're going to hit 6 Doom. So we're going to advance. Let's see what happens. What is this? The Spectre of Death. 5 health. Spawns at the starting location. It hunts. It's got Retaliate and Alert. And if I exhaust it, it actually takes less damage, which is very rude, and I don't appreciate that. Starting location has the little green symbol here. So I got a ways before it's going to catch up to me. That's advancing the act. Obscuring Fog comes into play here. It's a little bit annoying, I guess. And now it's that's my turn. Let me take a look at this for a second. I kind of want to take a think because, well, I guess I still have 2 clues, huh? So that's not bad. It's kind of expensive for me to get the clues here. So first action, I'm going to spend a clue and move up to these catacombs and see what we're cooking with. Well of Souls. After you end your turn at Well of Souls, you must either take 1 direct horror or discard 2 random cards from your hand. I don't want that. Well, let's exhaust Lola and spend 4 of my family inheritance monies. And we're going to pick up this clue. Let's go back here to... And then... I mean, I could... I don't know. I'm looking at the cards that I have in my hand. I'm trying to decide if there's anything I need to get rid of. I could try to investigate here. I don't really have enough money. I don't know. I don't know, man. You know what? I guess last action I'm just going to move in here and see what happens. Blocked Passage. When you reveal Blocked Passage, take 2 damage. And I cannot leave the passage this round. Alright, I spent a clue to enter there. And I took a damage. Cool. Enemy phase. Spectre hunts. What are my skulls at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. That's terrible. Alright, another round. Lola. Draw. Resource. I gotta discard down, and I'm gonna get rid of, wild icons or a 2 icon card. I'm really thinking about getting rid of the sneak attack. I'd like to play Dark Horse at some point. Yeah, I think that's the worst one. Also, I don't love that I drew Lodge Debts, but, I pretty much draw that every game, so I'm not too upset about it. Top of the round, get a Doom, and I draw the Pit Below. He gets +1 Shroud, so it has a Shroud of 8. What? And if I'm still here at the end of the round, I take 3 damage. Well, don't you worry your little heart, because I'm not going to do that. Alright, first action, move to the Labyrinth of Bones. Second action, we're going to move to the Crypt of the Sepulchral Lamp. I'm going to exhaust Lola and spend 2 resources off of my family inheritance, 1, 2, to pick up a clue, right? Actually, I don't know if I need to do that yet. I'm actually thinking about... Hold on. I'm thinking about all the ways I need to spend my money right now. First of all, I already have enough clues to move into that location, so I don't think the clues at the Sepulchral Lamp thing actually matter. Secondly, I have a bunch of cards in my hand, so as much as I need the money for Lodge Debts, I don't need all these cards, so I could, take a test, try to commit something. But even if I fail tests, I'm probably throwing, take heart and stuff at it to get more money. I could, move here, investigate, throwing the take heart at it, and then as an action get 6 resources back. I'm going to discard a bunch of stuff from my hand if I do that, but, at least I'm getting geared for getting rid of Lodge Debts. Maybe I'll do that. Alright, so first action, we're going to move here to Labyrinth of Bones. Second action, I'm going to investigate with a Take Heart, which is what is this? This is a 1-on-4 because Obscuring Fog. Yeah, 1-on-4 -4. Super fail. Take Heart is going to give me 2 resources and 2 cards. And then last at hold on, I gotta do the treacheries. There's more conviction than doubt, so I'm going to test willpower with Peter. I'm at a 1-2 willpower on my intellect, which is 1-2. So I'm a 2-on-2. I could actually commit stuff to maybe pass this. Yeah, I'll do it. Let me take a look at the bag. These skulls are probably worse, right? I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 away, so the skulls are -4s, which is kind of gross. So I don't know, 2 up seems good, right? Alright, I said I was 2-on-2, so I'm going to commit the flare and the rabbit's foot, so I'll be 4-on-2. It's pretty reasonable. Ooh, Eldecine! That's cool, so I passed this. And then, last action, I'm going to take these 6 resources off of Family Inheritance and add them to my resource pool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. And then all these go away. And I could have exhausted Rabbit's Foot there when I drew cards. I don't know if it's too late to do that. It's fine. Whatever. I don't really care. I feel a little bit weird for some reason. Normally I don't really care, but... Alright, so it's the end of my turn. Enemy phase. Spectre of Death hunts. Also... that's at the end of the round. Alright, well, I'll do that in just a second. Okay, so, end of the round. Draw a card. Gain a resource. The pit below gets discarded. Does 3 damage to no one. Oh, Peter heals. I might have forgot that the last couple turns. That's okay. Then we go up to the top. It's 2 doom, and I draw another obscuring fog. So this is a very foggy location, right? Oh, limit 1 per location. Nope. This just gets discarded. All right. Neato, gang. All right, let's put these resources back on the inheritance here. And I'm probably going to be playing Lodge Debts, and then probably Move In, and something else. But if you'll excuse me, I have to let this dog out of my room here. Hold on. Okay. All right, I'm back. Everything's great. First action, I'm going to get rid of Lodge Debts. I'm going to play it for 10, and it is now removed from the game. Hooray for me. That cost me 10, so I'm going to spend 4 off of my inheritance. And then 6 of my real resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Cool. Great. I don't have to deal with that anymore. That's awesome. And then I got to decide if I'm going to run into the catacombs or if I'm going to gear up for a fight with the Spectre of Death. Next turn it's going to hunt. I can have it hunt to the lamp or to the Bonefield Cavern if I don't move. If I do move to the lamp, it's going to hunt and engage me and punch me for a bunch, right? Yeah, that seems gross. I might stay here and gear up for the fight then, so I can just run in and then punch it a couple times. Or I can move and then throw down Dark Horse or something. And then next turn I could hit it twice with Fire Axe and then coup de grace. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Alright, so my first action, I got rid of the thing, the weakness. Second action, I'm going to move to the crypt. And then I still have 3 resources left, and I think I'm going to play Dark Horse. Right? I'm thinking about the money that I might need for coup de grace, and then for the Fire Axe pumps as well. I'm going to stay at 3 resources if I have Dark Horse. Let's see. When I fight him, I'm going to be at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on 3. And I will be, let's see, 1, 2, 3 locations away. So skulls will be -3. My bag's going to look like this. I want to be 3 up on those tests. He's got a defense of 3, so I want to get up to 6 at least. I'll be at 1. 2 with Dark Horse, 3, 4, 5, 6 with resources, 3, 4, 5, 6 with resources. I'll be 1 short with coup de grace. I'll be 1 short because I'll be committing a sneak attack. Now I might draw icons. That'd be nice, but I don't know if I can count on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be my 4 family inheritance resources. Yeah, it would have been nice to have kept Lone Wolf in my deck because I do really like the extra funds, but it's kind of a luxury. It would help in a situation like this where I'm like, oh, 1 resource short. But I was concerned about having the fine clothes to deal with poltergeists for like the early rounds of the game. Maybe I don't have to worry about that much because they are hunters. Or sorry, they're not hunters, so I can just evade them. I don't know. Maybe that was silly. Or I don't know. Maybe I don't play Dark Horse right now. Maybe I just I don't want to grab a resource. I could draw a card, I guess. I don't want to grab a resource because I want to stay at 3 resources for the Fire Axe. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go up to 4 resources at the end of this round anyway. Because I don't have any ability to not take a resource, so I'll be at 4, which then means with my first Fire Axe strike, I actually can't get down to 0 resources, which is kind of problematic. So, Dark Horse it is. Okay. Then, Spectre hunts to me, engages me, and I take 2 damage and 2 horror. The horror is going to go on Peter Obvi. Bonka bonka bow. Okay. And around, draw a card, gain a resource. Stroke of luck. Hey now. That's not bad. That's that icon I needed. I like it. Alright, let's go up to the top. 3 doom. Ooh, the Ravenous Ghoul. That guy's going to end up punching me during the enemy phase, unfortunately. But I can deal with it later. Okay. So, first, we're going to fight the Spectre of Death. I'm going to pump... Let me think here. Let's check the bag. I'm at... Skulls are 3, right? Because here's the starting location. So, 1, 2... Yep, I'm 3 away, for sure. So, I really want to be 3 up. I got to hit 6s. So, I start at 1. Spend a resource with Fire Axe. Dark Horse kicks in 2. I'm at 3, 4. And then with these 4 resources, I'm going to be at 5, 6 on this test. -3. Okay, 6 on 3. That's going to hit. And I have no resources, so Fire Axe does 2 damage. Second action, I'm going to do a similar attack, but I have to leave 2 resources in the chamber here for coup de grace. So, I'm going to spend 1 resource with Fire Axe. I'll be at a 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to commit Stroke of Luck to be at a 5, and I'll commit the sneak attack to go up to 6. I don't really feel like I need the sneak attacks. They're there in case I don't draw Fire Axes. So I'm at 6 on 3 again. And if I draw a -4, I can exile Stroke of Luck to auto-succeed at this. -3. Alright, so it's 2 more damage on the Spectre of Death. It's got 5 health. So last action, I'm going to spend my 2 resources to play coup de grace, which does not draw an attack of opportunity. Play coup de grace does 1 damage, which is going to go right on that Spectre of Death, which goes to my victory display. I committed these cards, so they're gone. According to coup de grace, I get to draw a card if I defeat an enemy, which I will do gladly. And that's my turn. So, end of my turn, Peter heals a horror. Then, Ravenous Ghoul gets to attack me, and I take a damage and a horror. End of the round, everything refreshes. I draw a card, gain a resource. Clasp of Black Onyx has come into play, so the cards in my hand cost an extra resource. I don't think at this point it's going to matter that much. Is this guy a hunter? No, but I think I still have to kill him anyway, if I remember what happens moving forward in this scenario. Alright, so I'm going to go up to 4 Doom, and we'll draw Grasping Hands again. I could die from this. So the question is, do I play a Test of Will to exile it and cancel the Grasping Hands? I don't think I do, because I could still soak some of it on an ally if I drew like an auto-fail. So, follow-up question, I can't pump. actually. Now I'm looking at this. I was thinking I could pump a Streetwise to go up to 6 agility, but I can't. I only have 1 resource. So I actually am going to spend that resource with a Test of Will, exile a Test of Will, and then not deal with Grasping Hands. Okay. I just don't want to die. I just don't want to die. Here's the thing. What if I didn't want to die? That would be cool, right? Cool. Speaking of cool things, here's a cool Ravenous Ghoul. I gotta do 3 damage to this thing. Alright, Fire Axe. You shall be my champion. Oh, no. Hold on. Come back, Test of Will. Clasp of Black Onyx. That Test of Will costs 2. But remember, I don't get my inheritance money yet. So, I only had the 1 resource. This is very bad. This could be the end of all things. So the question is, do I commit Dig Deep to try to get an extra icon out of the deal? I guess, man. I mean, I just want to minimize that damage as best I can. So I'm going to commit Dig Deep. I'll be at a 1, 2, 3, 4 agility on 3. Wish me luck. +1! Yeah! I didn't die and lose the campaign. Because that would have been rough. Okay. Cool. And I still have a Test of Will. So, whoop-de-whoop-whoop-whoop. Alright, so I mentioned I think I need to kill this guy. That's because I'm pretty sure this is the location I need to find the man in the Pallid Mask. So I'm going to move in here. And then I think I'm going to need to... Oh, you know what? It's actually... Oops, sorry. It's actually next to the block passage. And I think I decided it was better for me to go clues. Okay. We're going to evade this guy. I don't think I need to deal with this ghoul. So, first action. We're going to evade with Streetwise. I'm at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on 3. -2. Evaded. He's not a hunter, right? No, he's not. Cool. Second action. We're going to move in here. It is the Tomb of Shadows. When it's revealed, advance to Act 1B. Gladly. I will gladly advance to Act 1B. What happened to my other agenda here? Is this it? No. I don't know what happened. It doesn't matter. Okay. Act. The Stranger's Shadow. Rows of skulls chatter their teeth endlessly as they tell you bad Halloween jokes. In the center of the tomb stands the stranger, peering into the blaze. Is he going to drill? His vision always drills into your brain. He's constantly drilling. He's like a weird dentist, like just drilling into your face all the time. Anyway, he puts on a weird puppet show, and he's trying to show you something. Spawn the set-aside man of the Pallid Mask weakness in the Tomb of Shadows. I will do that. Oops. Back up to the top. If Ishimaru Haruko is not listed under VIP Slain, well, she is. Because I lit them all up. Act 2A, I have to do one of these objectives. Either beat up the man in the Pallid Mask till he tells me what I want to know, or watch his puppet show, which would involve me spending 2 clues at the Tomb of Shadows. So, let's take a look at that Tomb of Shadows, eh? It's a 4 shroud, victory 1, so you know I'm going to be cleaning up those clues, and Pallid Mask gets +1 health. So actually a 4 health right now, and cannot be defeated using his action to investigate ability. So I can either do 4 damage to him, which wouldn't be that hard, or pick up 2 clues, which seems great. Alright, so that was my second action. First action, evade. Second action, move in. And I don't quite have the resources to advance that yet anyway. So I think I just take a resource here, because I'm probably going to want to play like Moment of Respite just to keep cycling, and I'm going to need the resources to pick up the clues anyway. So last action, gain a resource. End of the round. Everything resets. Let's see what else we got over here that we got to clear out. That's this guy. And then I draw a card. Gain a resource. Top of the round. 5 doom out of 12. We're just cleaning up. Ooh, a ghoul minion. Well, that's fun. But he's going to suck up all my resources that I want, which is not great. Alright, so... I don't know, man. Oh, Peter healed a horror last turn. I think I just kill this thing, right? So I don't have to deal with it. I got plenty of time on the doom clock. Oops. So, yeah. First action, we're going to fire axe this kid. I'm at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on 2. -3. He dead. Get rid of him. Then we're going to exhaust Lola. I'm going to spend the 4 resources on my family inheritance. Let's not be lazy. I will show you that I'm spending the resources to pick up this clue here, which is cool. I could advance right now, but I would rather take the resources. So I'm going to, I don't know. I guess I'm going to click for credits here. Because as soon as next turn I'll spend my inheritance money grabbing the clue, probably move here, and then resign. Unless I happen to draw elusive and I feel like going back here. There should be another victory point location around. So I could elusive back here and then run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds to get to the exit. So anyway, that's fun. Alright, so end of the round. Lola resets. Draw a card. Look at that. Elusive. Ask and you shall receive. Boom, 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 boom. Top of the round. Gonna go Grasping Hands. I don't want this. I mean, if I draw an autofail, I don't quite die, but my allies do. Or one of my allies does. That's not terrible. I mean, I could test to will it. No, that's probably fine. Or I can spend money with Streetwise to just try to pass it like a normal person. Yeah, I can spend 2 with Streetwise to try to pass this, or 2 with Streetwise to... Or sorry, 2 with Test of Will to just cancel it outright. But then I sort of kind of lose an XP. Oh, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to spend... Well, if I want to be able to lucid this turn. Oh, Peter healed his horror, by the way. I always forget that. I don't think I'm going to worry about the experience point. I will just consider, well, I just have so much time on this doom clock. It feels like a waste. But what if I draw another Grasping Hands? And then I got to keep dealing with this stupid thing. Let's take a look at the discard pile, I guess. I'm being ridiculous, right? 1, 2, there's no more Grasping Hands. I'm just going to take this, I'm just going to spend my 2 resources. I got time. I'm at Streetwise. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on 3. Draw it. -2. Nothing bad happens. Cool. I get my 4 resources at the start of the turn. I'm going to exhaust Lola and spend those 1, 2, 3, 4 resources to pick up this clue, which is cool. Then I'm going to spend those 2 clues to advance the act, because why not? If you spent clues to advance, recognizing that the stranger has put a lot of time and effort into his finger puppets, you decide to watch the play. Mark 2 doubt in your campaign log. Remove the Pallid Mask from the game. Advance to Act 3 leading the way. Okay, so let's do the doubt in the campaign log. Where's that at? It's down here. Doubt. Okay. Oops. Oh, I gotta move the... Oops. I just picked up this thing. What the heck? Where did that come from? Oh, that was the one that was right here. Okay, great. That's fine. I don't really care about these clues, right? Alright. Pallid man, you gone. You out. I don't care about you no more. And then leading the way. If each undefeated investigator is at blocked passage, advance. So I could first action move to blocked passage. However, I have 6 rounds left. And I could potentially elusive around this ghoul to the starting location, pop down here to these catacombs. They probably are a victory point location. I think there's one that I'm missing. I got the narrow shaft, bone-filled cavern. I know that I'm game of the game, but you know what? I need experience. I'm a rich man, and I want to get what I want, because that's how I do. Alright, so I need more money for this elusive, though. So let's first action, take a resource. Second action, take a resource. Burn them on the elusive, which is going to pop me down over here. And then last action, we're going to move in here. What did I say? Oh, that's annoying. And I spent a clue to move in there. Then I have to either take a direct damage or lose 5 resources. Well, I don't have any resources to lose, so a direct damage it is. Yikes. That's what I get for my hubris, right? Yeah, people love it, hubris. Whenever I'm like, yeah, greedy, experience. Then the game's like, no, you're dumb. Why would you do that? Well, I don't know. Because I thought it was a good idea. I don't know. Spirit's Torment. Oh, I'm going to take a horror when I leave here. That's just fine with me. Alright, Spirit's Torment is on my location right here. I'll put it here. Alright, if you didn't get a good look at that, when I leave, I have to lose an action or take a horror. I got upgraded Peter, so that horror is no big deal. I'm definitely not going to sweat it. Alright, so then it's the start of my turn, so I get my resources back. First action, we're going to exhaust Lola. Spend these 4 resources, plus this one. And we're going to pick up this clue. Gain an experience point. And then guess what? Second action, third action. We're going to move twice. It's not very exciting from here on out, boys and girls. No enemies. Draw. Resource. Top of the round. 8 doom out of 12. Draw. Come out. Pit below. That means that I gotta move. That's fine. Let's see. I can move 1, 2, 3 this turn. I can't quite get it to that final location, so I'm gonna try to maximize my chances for success here. I'm gonna play. Oh, you know what? I took a horror on my way out of dodge. Excuse me. From Spirit's Torment. That's this one. Okay. So, first action, I'm actually going to play Moment of Respite because I can't quite end the game yet. I'm going to use 3 resources off of my family inheritance. As I play Moment of Respite, I get to heal 3 horror and draw a card. Maybe that's risky because I think there's still a weakness left in my deck. Yeah, 13th Vision. But you know what? I wanted to make sure that I didn't die from random horror things. 1, 2. Sorry. First action moment. Second action move. Third action move. That's my turn. End of the round. Pit below gets discarded. I draw a card. And I gain a resource. And we go up to the top. 9 doom. Draw. Catacombs Docent. Spawn nearest unrevealed location. I think I've revealed all the locations. Yep, so he doesn't do anything. He actually can't spawn because he doesn't have a legal spawn target. Well, encounter deck's going out on a whimper here. 1, 2, make it to the blocked passage, and advance. The secret exit. Following the stranger's lead, you go through the underground passageways beneath Paris. You're confronted by a dead end, a tunnel blocked by a impossibly thick wall. They must have changed something in the Matrix. I thought it was just deja vu, but they've spawned a brick wall. What now, you ask, confused. I think this guy is trying to give like some Shakespeare, because he holds out the skull like he's doing the alas poor Yorick thing from, what is that, Macbeth or whatever. But then he opens up a big hole in the ground and drops through it like he's freaking Super Mario and dropping down a pipe. And you're like, hold up! I want to go down that water slide! And then you have to follow him. Resolution 2. I did it. Wow. Well, Lola rules, huh? I mean, I basically gained rounds, right? Because she's basically just picking up a free clue every turn with my family inheritance. But when she does those things, I can't really do much else. So this scenario worked out for me because I didn't draw too many enemies, so I didn't need to pour a bunch of money into Fire Axe or Streetwise to evade or things like that. So I basically got to spend all my money early on cheap Lola clues, and I think it worked out. And once I drew the Clasp of Black Onyx, I actually had... when I played that moment, I would have spent a 4th clue. That's okay. Yeah, when I got the Clasp, that kind of slowed me down a little bit, the last couple things that I wanted to play, but honestly, it wasn't too bad. Rabbit's Foot didn't do me that well this game, but honestly, the Chaos Bag is a lot friendlier than it was in the last scenario, right? Like, I constantly had, like, -3, -4, -5 with those skulls, and this time, most of the time I was at, like the first half I was all 1s and 2s, and the second half of the scenario it was, like, 3s and 4s. But then I didn't really draw that many bad tokens, so I definitely got lucky, but I also had a lot of breathing room. Oops, I didn't mean to draw that. I have a lot of breathing room. I still had 3 rounds left, which was pretty cool. So, about 2 rounds left. And that was with doing that weird elusive to the opposite side of the map kind of deal. So, anyway, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm just messing up my board. Whatever. Anyway, thanks for checking out my video. Thanks for watching me play the Pallid Mask. Thanks for tuning in. We got 2 scenarios left to go. I'm going to finish this campaign up, and then I'll probably release a new level 0 Preston deck with an upgrade plan, and it'll be a nice formal deck with a write-up and everything. But, yeah, in any case, keep on investigating. Investigators. Is that a sign-off? Is that cool? I don't know if that's something I want to do. Is that funny? Man, I'm really bad at this.